Can you tell me some of the advantages that you see if you continue drinking?
Um, I can't think of actually many advantages, but I do get pleasure by drinking. But I also see that it causes a lot of problems, as we discussed earlier.
Okay, so it's good to know that you're aware of both. You are aware of the fact that drinking gives you pleasure, and as well as that it gives you face a lot of problems in relation to it. Can you tell me a bit more about these problems that you face due to drinking?
Actually, there are a lot of problems. I could list them, and I'm very tired of them actually. I often quarrel with my wife, and because I spend a lot of money on drinking, I have very less money than remaining to do my household expenses. Then when I drink heavily some days, that time I get very bad hangovers, and next morning I don't feel like getting up and going to work. And I often feel that I might lose my job someday and my family might have to suffer.
Okay, so it seems like you have a lot of problems that you experience due to drinking.
Yes, indeed.
So let's bring all of this together. So you've told me that drinking gives you pleasure sometimes, and that seems to be the only advantage. On the other hand, because of drinking, you're saying that you have more quarrels with your wife at home, you do not have enough money to spend on your household expenses, and also that you have problems at the workplace. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Considering that drinking does more harm than good to you, do you think you want to do something about it?
I feel it's time to make a change before it gets any worse. I don't want to continue with this mess.
It's nice to see that you're keen on making a change. How do you think you would go about making that change?
I think I should just stop drinking because now I've realized that it is the sole reason for all my problems.
Okay, that's definitely a possible thing to do and aim for. And a lot of people opt for that as well. But before we go ahead and decide about that, why don't we talk about it a bit more? So a lot of people tell me that because drinking gives them so much pleasure, they rather continue to drink rather than stopping to drink it completely, and to instead stop all the bad things that happen to them. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It sounds really good to stop all the bad things and only have the good things. But how easy is it to do that?
I think that's a good question. Some people do it quite well, while others tell me that they find it more difficult than simply stopping. They tell me that if they completely stop to drink, then they at least know what they're doing. And for people who try to cut down or control their drinking, sometimes it happens that as soon as they start drinking, their good intentions fly away.
Yes, that makes sense. And knowing me, I think that I should just stop. Because if I try to control, I'll get back to again to my bad habits.
Okay, great. So let's work with this decision. And remember that you can always come back and talk about it. And if you would want, we could even speak about how to control your drinking. So can you tell me how and when will you start on your plan?
I was thinking I should stop as soon as possible, hopefully by this weekend.
Okay, and that sounds like an excellent plan to me. And how confident do you think you are in doing that?
I think at least 70% confident.
Great. So it's nice to know that you're 70% confident in implementing this plan. Later we'll talk about the 30% that's remaining and how to increase your confidence as well.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay.